What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you all. It is Tuesday, June the 6th, 2023. This is the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share it throughout your entire social media platform, wherever it is that you share videos. Um, I am, as always, that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve, and I am not alone. I'm here joined by the good brother, the pride of Detroit, the one, the only Big Mike. What's going on, brother?
Doing all right. Chilling.
Doing all
Just
right?
got home. Yeah.
Oh, me too, man. It's been a long day as it is. Went back to work finally today after being gone for a week. It felt like 2 weeks, but it felt like forever. Just I was happy to be back. I was just happy to be back to work. It sucks that I'll be away in 15 days from now. I told them all, like, yeah, it was great, but it sucks that it's just gonna be short lived. I'm going back on vacation in like 15 days and shit. Like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, bro, I'm going out of the country. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll get there when we get there, man. So Monday Night Raw last night from June the 5th, 2023. It was live in Hartford, Connecticut. Our brother Walter was live in attendance. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and from what he was saying, he enjoyed himself. He literally enjoyed himself. Overall, I thought Monday Night Raw was a good show, man. The
Mm-hmm.
wrestling was top notch. I know there's a lot of concern from a lot of people that, oh my god, the old man is back. He's behind. He's changing everything all over again. But whether that's true or not, whatever you believe, I thought Raw last night was a very good show. What do you think, Mike?
I thought the show was fine for what I saw. Um, I really had Raw like on the back burner most of the night. Really didn't watch the show until like 9:30 ish, 10 o'clock. Um, but from what I saw from the clips, it didn't look pretty bad. A lot of the
Did
segments
not
were okay.
did not look
Wrestling
bad at
was
all.
good for what I saw. So yeah, a decent show.
Very, very for me again. For you, decent. For me, I thought it was a good show. Let us know in the chat. Did you enjoy Monday Night Raw or not? Um, let us know in the chat. Um, but for me, again, I thought the show was pretty good. It had the first defense of Seth Rollins' WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We had that amazing. Some people have been saying this was the match of the year for WWE television between Gunther and Kevin Owens. Then, of course, we had the slap heard on Monday night between Dominic and Cody Rhodes. But we'll get into that in a bit. The show kicked off with Seth freaking Rollins. He came out to the ring. He cut this promo ahead of his, again, first title defense against Damian Priest. Rollins said that he was hosting an open challenge for the title because it's been nearly 2 years since the last defense and wanted to change that. So right off the bat, bro, he wants to be this fighting champion, bro, which I can respect. You know, it's been a long time, like you said, that the WWE title has been defended, or the world title, I'm sorry. The world title has been defended on Monday Night Raw in over 2+ years, what have you. I forgot which it had to been Brock, right?
Yeah,
2 years ago? Had to been
yeah.
no wait, no, wait, was it Big E? Was it Big E? I think it was Big E the last time I think he was the last champion to defend the title on. I do recall Big E winning it on Monday Night Raw. I do remember that. Might have been Big E. Might have been. Um, and he said he was looking forward to Priest entering his challenge. And then what do you know? Out came the Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Um, they, Rollins was trying to look for Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, but Priest said that Rollins had only worry about him, even though Finn Balor, was trying to put his 2 cents in there too. Rollins let him have it. Like, listen, man, however you want to slice it, My title run is already longer than his.
Hmm.
It was a fucking burn. Priest did not want any help of the Judgment Day, and you can look at Balor's face like maybe there's gonna be some dissension, some turbulence, some
Hmm.
between the Judgment Day. But Mike, your overall thoughts on the opening segment?
Thought the opening segment was fine. With these whole things of, you get a new title and the person that wins the inaugural version of the championship or new championship, you get the fighting champion notion when there's another title in the company that somebody held for a long time. And then you also get another another thing with the opponents that is in this whole realm of fighting champion defending his titles that you want to see as world champion someday, like a Damian Priest, probably a Finn Balor down the line, probably anybody else that's in that realm, like a Gunter. You don't know, but that's the problem that sort of I have with the fighting champion thing because the defenses, they're what's the word? What's the phrase? It's shoot, not cookie cutter, but um, I'm gonna just say is they're predictable defenses because of the whole point of being a fighting champion. The guy that he's going against, you want to see as champion someday, and we had that with Damian Priest.
Yes. And it's been 2 weeks now. Rollins has this title. What is your overall feeling, of Rollins with the belt?
I don't like it on him.
You don't like it on him?
He doesn't look good with the belt to me, huh? As an overall look. Now, as a talent, yeah, sure. He's world champion worthy, but as just a look, he doesn't look good with the belt.
Is it the laugh?
No, it's
The,
not his gimmick. It's not his gimmick. It is not, you know, his talent. It's just his aura with the belt. Doesn't look good to me. But nonetheless, I understand why they put it on him.
yeah. I mean, to me, I get what you're saying, but I think for me, you know, I can agree with you on that aspect. But I think once the bell rings, it's like, all right, now I see why. Once that
Yeah,
bell,
yeah. Basically, it's like his talent shows you why they picked him to be the first world champion for this belt.
yeah.
But
Uh,
his
let
overall aura just stinks with the belt.
let me just read the chat for you guys again. I appreciate Seth. What's up, Caden? Uh, Earlier stream than usual. Yes, usually we do these shows at 6 o'clock, but we decided to, go a little early today, 5:45 time, under six, before the 6 p.m. start time. The mean streets of Hartford, Connecticut. Safet, stay safe from the very bad air quality. I guess so. Big E, or actually, I guess he's referring to the last time the WWE title was defended, or I guess changed hands. Uh, it was November 22nd. Big E versus Austin Theory. Damn, Austin Theory had a title match in 2021.
That sounds that sounds like that can happen. Especially back
Yeah,
then when he had the belt. That's around the time Vince was his little talking piece. Yeah. So, yeah.
yeah. Um, Caden writes here, very much disagree. I think he looks great. I think he looks great with the belt, with the new Jaguars gear. That's fine. I mean, to each their own. There's nothing wrong with that. Chief writes here, what's your guys' thoughts on WWE ignoring the draft, basically having SmackDown stars on Raw? I don't like it. It's stupid. You're basically insulting our intelligence. But at this point, fuck it. Who gives at this point, they're gonna do what they're gonna want to do at the end of the day, and we have no control on it. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Uh
Basically, ain't the first, won't be the last.
exactly. From there, we get the We get a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. We have Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville. I thought this match, it was okay for what it was worth. I mean, you want to an easy win for Becky Lynch to qualify. Let's put it that way, right? Even though we know she's still involved with this whole thing with Trish Stratus, do I see Becky winning Money in the Bank? No, I know she did cut a promo after Monday Night Raw that surfaced on Twitter, how she accomplished everything in her career. Just the one thing she has not done yet was win Money in the Bank. Which I'll be honest, like to me, I get it. You want to win that, but it's like, do you really need to be Money in the Bank? Like, I understand if you never held the title. If you've
Right.
never held the title, why do you want to hold Money in the Bank? You main evented
Right.
the first WrestleMania, the women's WrestleMania. You're one of the first of 3 women to be in that main event of WrestleMania. I was there for that, right? They put the
Mm-hmm.
rocket ship on her, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's like, why? At this point, why? What's there left? It's in the UK. Becky is winning.
That we thought was Sheamus and Drew McIntyre too, but look what happened.
Well, I know I did. I for certain thought Drew McIntyre
Yeah,
was
we're not
going to
gonna
win.
we're this
Yeah.
guy over here. We're not gonna talk about his mistakes, but Sheamus never won the Intercontinental Championship. Had a bunch of bangers with Gunther, didn't put the title on him. Drew McIntyre in his homeland wanted to win a WWE Championship. What happened?
That's fair enough.
I think Becky is the diversion in this. Becky is the diversion in this match. It will go to an up and comer or somebody that we won't think could ever win it.
Yeah, but Becky got the win.
Becky is the third, like it's the predictable win. So if they want to go predictable, yes, sure. But I think she's the diversion in this match. Because why give it to Becky? Who are you going to take the title off of? Yeah, you got 2 champions right now that, can be easily swapped. You got Rhea and you got Asuka. So, yeah, they can be easily beat.
Absolutely. I'm trying to. I want to see right now where, like, maybe I just want to make sure here who are the current women participants. I'm sure it's just Becky and
It's
Zoe
Becky
right
and
now.
Zelina only, and
Zelina,
Zoe
okay,
Stark, and,
okay.
or Jackson Holiday.
Will you stop, Jackson? Oh, come on, Mike. Okay, so I'm seeing the women's here. Yeah, it's Zelina, Becky, Zoe Stark, Michin, Shotzi, and Io
Meet
Sky.
Chin.
Per this, I mean, Wikipedia again. People can just tweak shit here. Who the fuck knows? But I have
Wait a
no
minute.
clue.
Say the names again.
So per Wikipedia, and again, I know Wikipedia people can edit shit and just put whatever the fuck they want. So they have so far Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Michin, Mia Yim, Bailey, Shotzi, or Io Sky. Okay, so I guess what's gonna so what's gonna happen is on SmackDown is gonna be Michin versus Bailey,
Okay.
and the
Whoever
winner of
wins
that,
that
yes,
qualifies. So
yes,
Bailey's gonna get that. So you might as well put Bailey in.
and I guess it's gonna be also Shotzi versus Io Sky,
Io Sky is gonna get in.
and
I
then
think that's the winner.
I think also it's one to be determined.
Okay. But Io Sky is gonna be the winner because who does she have a nice
Bailey,
fun talking to? And who she interrupt on the Waller effect?
Bailey,
No, she interrupted Asuka.
Oscar, yes, Oscar, yes, Oscar. I forgot. But I do know also
So
there's that whole little thing with between damaged goods as well. The little thing that they're
that too, but you give it to Io Sky, and then she just trolls Asuka. Anytime in their language, of course, but
no. Listen,
anytime
the
I could
talent's
get
gonna
rid of
speak
you.
for itself. The
Yeah,
talent
the
gonna speak
talent,
for itself.
but I liked the banter back and forth in Japanese. For a live crowd, it's off-putting, but for a person watching at home, it's great.
Thought it was amazing.
Yeah,
I
for
was
at home is good. For in person, because you're like, oh, whatever. What are these people talking about? You
yeah.
can feel it in the air.
Um, we go to so they also showed they played a video of the celebrating of day 1000, right? Roman Reigns and what happened on
Yes.
Friday. Um, we found out later on the night that Paul Heyman announced that Jey Uso will have to make his decision this Friday. Where does he stand with? Where does he stand with the bloodline or with his brother? Um, from there we get an impromptu match between Gunther and Kevin Owens because backstage they were going back and forth, and Kevin Owens he wasn't fucking around anymore. He wasn't fucking around. No more fucking around here. He had it. Went
Mm-hmm.
to the ring. They had the match, and it was a chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
A fucking chef's kiss, bro. Just crazy back and forth. There's a moment where Gunther German suplexed the fuck out of Kevin Owens, and then vice versa. Right? Um,
Right.
I know there's a little stuff outside the ring with
Giovanni Vinci and
Giovanni
Ludwig.
Vinci. Yeah, Giovanni Vinci and the guy. Never mind. Ludwig Kaiser and Sami
No, it's
Zayn.
Ludwig, as Matt Riddle would say. It's Ludwig.
Ludwig. You get
No,
what I'm
it's
saying.
Ludwig.
Uh,
He's the king of mispronouncing everything. He made his WWE main roster debut, and he's trying to have a feud with Ludwig Kaiser.
um, maybe fine, but
You should have said that. I honestly don't find nothing wrong with that.
you'd be surprised. I don't want to upset nobody. You gotta
Nah,
know.
bro, you gotta say that. If you don't say it,
Fine,
I will.
fine. Ludwig Kaiser, the king of plowing tiff, yo. The king of tiff, yo. Lucky him, yo. So my man living it up right now. But this match was fucking amazing, bro. And you know what? I didn't mind the way Gunther won with a roll up.
Right,
With a fucking roll up. What this does is that hey, he pinned one half of the tag team champions. That means
right.
he gets the title. He gets to pick either Ludwig or Giovanni to team up with
Wrong
him.
company. Wrong company.
What do you mean wrong company?
Wrong
What do you,
company.
what do
This
you mean
ain't double
Giovanni?
jeopardy.
You get to either choose either one of those two. You're not gonna, think about it. My man about to have 3 belts. Gunther 3 belts. Holy shit. I'm all for it. I know someone even said, what if? Because there's talks of supposedly, depending where. Again, I've heard rumblings. Right? There's a potential that Ilya might be called up to the main roster. They might put him in Imperium. Which, if that happens,
Things you never thought would happen.
but if it leads to them having a match, I know a lot of folks here didn't watch those matches, like the casual U.S. family didn't watch their classics in Europe. But if we get that eventually, sign me up.
Now, what I'm thinking, I can't say because these are leaders of of a time that will offend people. So I
Yeah,
can't
right.
say what I want to say, but and compare these people. But if you know, you know. If you know your history.
What's going on, Armand? Hope all's well with you. But what are your thoughts of the match, bro? Between Kevin Owens and Gunther.
I mean, what do you expect out of these guys, man? It's just like you knew this type of match was going to happen. The barn burner, the stiff shots, the back and forth. That the rest of Imperium was going to intervene. Like
Say it, Mike. Say it.
Okay, all right. When I finish my analysis, I will say it. I will give everybody a history lesson. Respectfully. Those that I may offend, I apologize in advance. But it was a good match. We knew all the things were going to happen. Matter of fact, it was a great match.
Oh shit! So
Now,
yeah.
now, if you add Dragunov, who's a Russian, to Imperium,
What is this?
that means even though he's Austrian, and technically this will go for Ludwig since he's the German. Oh yeah, he's the German, but they're kind of the same, Austria and Germany. You got Hitler. You got Hitler as the leader. Then you add Stalin, which is Dragunov. You got Mussolini, who's Giovanni Vinci, and then basically I forget the right hand man of Hitler, and that's Ludwig. But that's your history lesson. That's what they'll be. They will be. Might as well call them, instead of Imperium, you should call them World War II. That should be the faction name, World War II. I apologize.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I apologize thoroughly. I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
I apologize.
Well,
Romeo told me to say it. I said it.
I know. Good grief. Good grief.
Sorry, Seth. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I will apologize to everybody that feels away. I am so sorry. I wanted to keep it up here, but Romeo said breathe it. And so I breathed.
In the words of Steve. Anywho.
Anywho. I'm ready to put a bow on this.
Yes. Backstage, we saw Kathy Kelly interview Matt Riddle. Riddle saying that Gunter would not be Intercontinental Champion if it wasn't for Ludwig, Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci. Vinci and Kaiser confronted him backstage, but Riddle tossed Kaiser over the production box while locking in the ankle lock on Vinci before multiple producers and referees split them apart. I mean, if you want to build up to, I guess, a Money in the Bank, a Ludwig, not Ludwig, what the fuck? Matt Riddle versus Gunther, by all means. By all means. I mean, it's not like Riddle's a Money in the Bank, right? Right? So I wouldn't mind it at all. Thank you, Seth. It's fine. You hear that, Mike? I know you're frozen right now, but once you unfreeze, I hope you realize that Seth said it's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know, but still, I value our fans' opinions and feelings. I wanted to keep it to myself, but the good brother told me to let it out.
We're trying to be positive, after all. So there was that. Mike, your thoughts on that whole little thing? Do you see potentially, Gunther versus Matt Riddle at Money in the Bank, or maybe on an episode of Monday Night Raw? I don't know.
It will be cool, to have them challenge. It'd be something different. I mean, if Roman can challenge, for the undisputed tag team championships, why can't Gunther?
Yes.
So,
yes, absolutely. After this, we got a video package of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter showing their highlights from NXT. Right, they're on their way.
I got a bone to pick with that too, but we'll get to it when you get to their match.
And then we get Byron Saxton interviewing the newly crowned WWE Women's Tag Team Champions of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, with Baszler saying that they manifested this even before entering wrestling. Rousey promised to make the belt relevant before challenging any team to step up to them. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance confronted them backstage, and Rousey heard their challenge and called it baptism by fire before telling them that they would talk to Pierce for a match. So then we get the match. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Non-title match. Baptism with fire, as Ronda said, right? Listen, I know a lot of folks were upset, and I get it, that you'd have Katana Chance and Kaden Carter be fed to Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Being just fed to the lions right off the rip. Right? I will say this. They had a good performance. They didn't like they weren't just fed to them, if you will. It wasn't like a 1 minute squash match here, by no means at all. That would
Yeah,
have been worse. That would have been worse.
yeah. That would be stereotypical WWE. Now, my bone to pick isn't that much of a bad bone, but because of that reason. But my bone is the real team you have on this whole roster of women who improves every big match. You basically feed them to the charisma vacuum of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
I get that. You're not wrong on that. You're not wrong.
They had a good showing. Crowd was into it. Heck, I was into it once I saw, hey, they're giving them time.
It took them a while to get into them.
It took them a while. But yeah, I was still into it because I like watching them wrestle, you know.
But I feel like this was more of, okay, this is an introduction to who they are to the main roster. Because let's face it, not everyone watches NXT on Tuesday nights. Hashtag
us two
WWE,
here too, huh?
Hashtag WWE NXT. Come on, no one's watching that. Come on now.
NXT in the mud right now.
But let's talk NXT. Hey man, you know you want to feel the vibe. I got you, Mike. Say no more, man. I got you, man. Look at that.
I missed that background.
Do you really?
No.
I know. I got you. You want to feel in the mud, bro? You want to feel in the mud? You want to feel in the mud, Big Mike?
Oh, don't put.
You want to feel in the mud, bro? You want to feel in the mud?
That's truly in the mud.
It's truly in the mud. Yeah, it's truly in the fucking mud. My creation. Graphic, that is the banner that everything. I worked so hard, but again, man, listen, they had a good showing. It's not like they went out there and just got mollywopped by Ronda Rousey, which I was expecting. Let's be honest. And especially, bro, in fucking of all places, in Hartford, Connecticut. Bro. They had a good showing. What I hope from here, like, we do okay. There's talk that they're gonna be involved in some story. I hope it is. I hope that's true.
Hopefully, yeah.
But again, at the same time, you're not gonna have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler fucking lose. You're not gonna have
that too.
You're not gonna have them lose in their first match as champions in a non-title match. So it was either one or the other at this point, right? So
yeah. I guess from there, I can bite the bullet on this one a little bit.
Yes. We got Ricochet and Bronson Reed to talk backstage, with Reed being livid that he did not qualify. Shinsuke Nakamura interrupted the proceedings and talked trash to Reed ahead of his match against Ricochet. They showed a video package of Johnny Gargano detailing his career from NXT to his run on Raw. Gargano dared everyone to underestimate him, saying that his story is just getting started. I don't know, Mike. Listen, there's talk that Vince was, doing a lot of changes backstage. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, I'm happy they put this video package on the show.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but I'm like, hey, if they're really putting some stock into Johnny Gargano and not make him Yanni Gargano anymore, cool. And then you got Tommaso coming back. Cool, DIY. And then you can have them separate.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
No. Finish. No. I'm pretty sure you're going to add something to it. Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, if you're bringing back DIY, listen, no more fucking around. You got to bring the DIY theme song. I don't want to hear no fucking remix or remake. No. You better bring back that DIY theme song.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough you took away Rebel Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Bad enough.
Yeah.
At least this. The wrestling gods. And I mean JBL, please. Please, JBL. I'm begging you, JBL. Can we please have DIY theme song if they return?
We? There ain't no we.
Fuck, man. Spoke too soon, bruh. Spoke too fucking soon. We in the mud, yo. We in the fucking mud.
In
We
the
got
mud.
we got Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet. I thought, I'm like, why are they going at it? Why are they wrestling each other?
Right.
Why?
Right.
They're both in Money in the Bank. I mean, yes, you want to give them a showcase, what have you. It's fine, but it didn't go long because Bronson Reed got involved and called disqualification, and Nakamura got the win. Your thoughts, Mike?
Repeat that. I'm sorry. I was a little distracted.
Well, we'll talk about Ricochet and Nakamura. They had a match. I don't know why they had a match. It ain't go
Well,
long.
they had a match because they're in the Money in the Bank.
I get that, but it's like, come on,
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You got to see, every matchup between every single person that's in Money in the Bank. The next guy that's gonna get in the Money in the Bank is probably gonna face LA Knight, and the next two people we get after that are probably gonna face each other, and then we're gonna get to the match, and then you're gonna get LA Knight winning winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. So it is what it is, man. It's a process. It's a slow process. It's a weird, dumb, slow process, but hey, it's a process. Do what the 76ers did for 8 years. Trust the process.
Practice? We ain't doing no fucking. I'm kidding. Where was I here? So from there, we get Alpha Academy backstage. Chad Gable and Otis. They spoke with Maxine Dupree. With Gabe, that if Dupree wanted to be in the academy, she had to learn not to run away from others. Gable said Otis had the solution to deal the Viking Raiders some deodorants to the Raiders and have Dupree face Valhalla. I'm good. I don't need to see. I mean, if you're gonna give me Valhalla versus Maxine Dupree, that's
cut my eyeballs out and have Tiffany sit on them. How about that?
That's
I'm not gonna be here.
watching that.
Dude, that'll probably be then Sarah Logan's first match back since coming back. Her first singles match, right? Because she's just been a valet, and they changed her gimmick.
Yes, which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with it too. Just be the valet. Don't get in the ring.
I'm not clamoring. Listen, and I'm not saying Sarah Logan was bad. She was good, but I'm not clamoring. I'm not demanding. Oh my gosh, she needs to wrestle. You know what I mean?
I'm good.
Let's move on. We got Miz TV, Mike. We had Miz TV with special guest, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with his titanium cast, bro. Titanium cast. And Miz asked why Rhodes wanted Brock Lesnar to fight him in at any arena possible, and asked him if he was stupid for that. Rhodes said that some have told him it took balls, something Miz lacked before, saying that he was disappointed Lesnar was in his annual hibernation. Miz then invited Dominic Mysterio and SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, of all people, to join him. Dominic was about to speak, but was repeatedly interrupted by the crowd, booing Dominic intensely. Walter told us, in our group chat that we, in the chat, that the boos were loud, bro. In person,
bro,
it's
I
crazy.
can imagine. You can't hear the guy on TV once he speaks, so it's crazy in person,
bro. And you know what? I'm happy for him, bro. I don't have a hat on, but if I did, I would take my hat off to him, bro. This dude has garnered this amount of go away heat. It's amazing, bro. It's fucking amazing. Dominic called Rhodes a bird with a broken wing before saying that Rhodes was a bad father for not taking care of his little daughter, before calling him a deadbeat dad. Rhodes said that he had empathy for Dominic for his 15 minutes in prison and said that he had a worse tattoo than him. Rhodes admitted that Rey Mysterio Jr., Dominic's father, made a mistake in the past because he was looking at one. Dominic slapped Cody Rhodes. We all saw the slap.
Yep.
For a second, I thought Dominic was trying out for the Power Slap League.
Oh, that technique, man. A, his technique is bad. B, it would have been stepping, and he would have got disqualified. You're muted.
I'm sorry. He would have been disqualified. Would have been a foul. Would have been blinking and shit.
And it probably would have been clubbing too, because he just has poor slapping technique.
Yes.
Maybe he needs to go to Vegas and train with those guys.
It is crazy because, bro, after this, like Dominic hides behind Rhea Ripley, and obviously Cody's not gonna hit a woman. Cody's not gonna hit a woman, right? Cody's not gonna hit a woman. But you know what's crazy?
He might not hit a woman, but he'll beat a bitch out of the way.
Whoa, Mike, come on, man, not a.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man. Damn it, God damn it.
But you know what, though, bro? After seeing all that, I'm hoping that next week we get to see we hear this, bro.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Oh, you know it's coming, bro.
I'm hoping.
You know it's coming.
I'm hoping, bro. I thought I would never say it, bro. I know in AEW, everyone found her annoying. Everyone found her like, what is she doing? Listen, she's not gonna wrestle.
No.
I hope,
but she'll even the odds.
She'll even the odds out. I would hope, but only one can hope, right? But I mean, I'm pretty sure next week we'll get a match. Cody and Dominic. Cody and his titanium arm, right?
What is he, right? Luger? What is he, Luger? Titanium arm? Come on, man.
Well, like titanium cast, if you will. Dude can do moonsaults and topes with the fucking cast on, but he can't even. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. From there, we get the next women's Money in the Bank qualifier match between Natalya and Zoe Stark. Listen, if you blink, you missed.
Yeah, Jackson Holiday got the deal done.
Yes. Well, Zoe Stark got the win, hitting the Z360 for the pinfall win. So there was that. I mean, at this point, now you just getting a payday, bro, at this point in juncture. But I'll say this, though. I love the pairing of Trish and Zoe. It gives Zoe Stark the rub because you're working with the Hall of Famer, right? Trish doesn't have to wrestle every single week. Let Zoe be the one to, do the wrestling and all that stuff until we get the rematch, I guess, with Trish and Becky, or maybe a tag team match between Lita and Becky and Zoe and Trish. If they ever do that, I don't know. Maybe SummerSlam, who knows? From there, we get, like I mentioned earlier, Paul Heyman saying that on Friday Night SmackDown, they want everyone to join him to witness Jey Uso's decision. Heyman said that Jey Uso's decision would tear apart the Anoa'i Fatu family. Heyman assured that Jey Uso would choose to be with the tribal chief instead of being with Jimmy Uso. After this, we got a match that ended in a stoppage. Sanga and Veer immediately attacked Alexander and Benjamin before the match, allowing the Indus to hit a side slam elbow drop combination on Alexander. After the referee canceled the match, Indus hit Alexander again with the side slam elbow drop combo. We got to get them on TV somehow, right? So fuck it.
Yeah. I honestly fell asleep on that match and literally woke up moments after the main event started.
Listen, I'm hearing that people in the back are fans of Veer Mahan.
Indus
More of Veer, anything.
Oh, more Veer. They like the coming pause.
There you go again, man. Say now. But
I can't help it.
Damn it, God damn it.
But again, if you blink, you missed it. If you blink, you missed. We'll see what they do here. From there, we get the main event of the evening. We get Seth freaking Rollins versus defending his title against Damian Priest in the Judgment Day. I thought it was a good match. I thought Damian Priest, even in defeat, showed that he can be a contender down the road. And you know what? Some will even say this is his reward for having that amazing match with Bad Bunny at Backlash. And maybe so. But I'm happy he had that. I'm happy that he was the first challenger to Seth Rollins. I'm happy that it happened. I thought it was very good back and forth. I don't know what it was. There's even a part of me like, yo, what if, right? What if they give Damian Priest the WWE World Heavyweight title? Like, you want that shock moment, right? That shock moment. Right? Like, can you imagine? Give me 1 second, bro. Take over a little bit.
Yeah. If you, what if you can imagine, right? You know, leaving off of Steve, but yeah, the match was good. Damian Priest and Seth Rollins did their thing. I really enjoyed the match for what I saw when I did wake up from my small little dozing off. But you know, the action on the outside of the ring was pretty good. You know, they really treated this as like a really good main event. You know, as a really good, you know, my brain is in jumbles right now. Oh my god! But they really treated this as a big deal. But yeah, nonetheless, it was really good. It was a really good main event. But if you guys got any questions, feel free to drop them while we got this small little time until Steve comes back, and he's back.
I'm back.
There you go. Huh?
But I also liked, again, the whole thing where he's telling Finn, I didn't ask you I didn't ask for your help. Again, potentially, the turmoil in the Judgment Day. And from the looks of it now, we're going to get Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Most likely a Money in the Bank. Makes a lot of sense, being that Finn, you know, is European, right? They're going to be in Europe, right? Going to run it back, you know, again, from years in the making, right? So, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, why not, you know?
And now we're getting the Demon. The Damon. Now we're getting the Damon Finn Balor here by no means at all. But that was Monday Night Raw. Overall, I thought Raw was a very good show. I thought the wrestling was very, very top notch. I thought, other than that, you know, for all the talk of Vince being behind the scenes, changing shit, I don't know, but it looked like a good Raw to me, bro.
Yeah, it was a nice watch. Huh?
Yes, it was. And in case you guys missed it, yesterday, myself, Big Mike, Caden, we were live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about the big announcement of Bryan Danielson calling out Kazuchika Okada for a match at Wrestle Kingdom. Which, in case you guys have missed it, early this morning, they made it official. It's going down at Forbidden Door. I said Wrestle Kingdom, but my apologies. It's Forbidden Door. At Forbidden Door, it's going down. Bryan Danielson, Kazuchika Okada, the dream match. People are calling. I know. I did a short earlier in the day. The match of the year, right? It's going to be crazy. They also announced Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the U.S. title. So, again, man, Forbidden Door looking to be a good show, man. Looking to be a
hey, I'll actually buy this one. You know, I don't think Double or Nothing was worth buying.
You know what's crazy, bro?
One.
You know what's crazy? So I thought to myself that I would not make it to watch Forbidden Door because I thought it'd still be in Cuba, right? I fly back the day of the show. I fly back to the States.
Okay.
I land at 6:15 p.m. I land back in Jersey at 6:15 p.m. Okay. I will make it. I will fucking make it to Forbidden Door, yo. I will make it to Forbidden Door, yo.
Okay, yeah, like a watch along.
I will make it. Romeo, if you're watching right now, I will make it. Which is crazy.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
So Seth was saying the air quality is very bad due to the smoke from the wilderness from Canada.
Yeah, all the people in Canada, be safe.
Be safe, yes.
It's not normal for, I don't know if it is, but to me, it's not normal for Canada to have wildfires.
Yeah.
So you guys be safe.
Be safe out there. Yeah, I just want to see real quick how many likes we got on the stream right now. All right, we got 9 likes. Not bad. 9 of y'all tuning in right now. We got 9 likes. I appreciate that. It's gonna go up throughout the day. Tomorrow, gonna go up. You guys think the shiny new world title would look better on Finn Balor than it does on Rollins? Mike, let you go first.
Well, it depends. It really depends. I don't like, and what I mean by aura, like there's a certain, and for what Caden said, like he strongly disagreed early in the show when I explained my reasoning. It's really preference for me. I like my world champions to look a certain way. Obviously, I like
3-piece suits.
There you go. There you go. My favorite wrestler of all time, my GOAT, is Triple H. Bobby Lashley looked great with the WWE Championship. Ric Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair. JBL.
JBL, yes.
Heck, even with the US title, MVP, I like my champions to look a certain way.
Even OJ, Orlando Jordan, back in the day wearing the suits.
Yeah, but I really wasn't a fan of his like that.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I like my champions to look a certain way.
Presentable,
and presentable, yes.
Like back in the day, Kamaru Usman back in the day when he was the UFC welterweight champion.
Sure.
I'm heel rights here. It's not the title that makes the man, though. It's the man that makes the title.
True, but with this gimmick that Seth Rollins has, he's not going to make this title. He's already made himself with the gimmick. Yeah. So the title is still going to stay here while he's up here. Now, the matches, if he pulls a Bryan Danielson, he just has bangers, or Shawn Michaels, yeah, I would, like I said to Caden on his 12-hour stream, I will put 95 to 97 Shawn Michaels up against anybody.
Even Bryan.
Anybody. That Shawn Michaels was pristine.
And coked up to the gills.
That too. But he was that guy.
And having sunny days, but that's beside the point. Anyway, guys, I kind of agree with you there, Mike. I myself as well would like my world champion to present himself, in a certain way. Again, 3-piece suits. Hell, even Roman. I guarantee you, Roman. When he goes on these shows, he puts on suits.
When Roman was on Fallon and he had the 2 belts and the suit that he was wearing, I was like, this dude stepped it up. Exactly. He had the hair tied back.
The shape.
Everything was shaped. He had the fade. He had the lineup. He had this nice custom suit. He looked great. He looked really good.
The matches will get round over with the titles. That's not the issue though. That's
really not the issue. But
when the bell rings,
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Cross?
Cross is more like a hitman.
I feel like I feel like with Cross, the ship is sailed, man. I hate to say
that too. My favorite wrestler right now, Adam Cole, killed his career. Basically.
I almost sneezed there. That's why I had to pause, had to unmute my mic and shit.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Cole. Adam Cole killed his career. He killed his
Murdered,
buzz.
murdered his career, yeah. Went
Yeah,
away, went to MLW, the independent scene, went back to WWE, never recovered. It
never
sucks because
recovered.
again, dude's talented,
Mm-hmm.
and he just never fucking recovered. I
Mm-mm.
hope I hope they do something with him, man. I really do hope, but I don't know, man. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Look at that. My fucking cam froze right now. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you know what that means, right? It's time to
yeah, I
put a
know.
ball in this.
Time to, yeah, I guess conclude. Time for us to conclude this episode of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. I mentioned earlier, moments ago. I'm sorry. Myself, Big Mike, and Caden, we were live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about Brian challenging Okada, Roman's new title, and of course, our thoughts on Dominion in that main event between Sonata and Steve Aoki. I'm sorry, Yota Tsuji. I'm sorry. I literally thought New Japan signed Steve Aoki. I literally thought so, man. I'm sorry. But you kind of get the idea, okay? But who knows? Yeah, SummerSlam Gunther versus Seth could very well be. I do think Gunther's next to hold that title. I do think that's the plan
Yes,
eventually.
and I think it would be a big mistake just to have him another guy to
Did y'all
lose.
see? Yes, we did, Brandon Brown. We thank you once again for reminding. We talked about this yesterday. Yes, man.
Yes.
It's good to know, bro, that something that I did at the moment got people talking, Rob. I'm happy. But anyway, guys, we're gonna conclude the Raw rundown. If you are new to the Around the Point Network, please hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, your girlfriend, your boyfriends, your loan sharks, your cashier, whoever you want. Let them know. Let them the fuck know. Okay, let them know about the Around the Point Network. Hit the bell notification, be notified when we go live. Hit the thumbs up button as well. I also uploaded a short earlier today. I gave my thoughts on Okada versus Bryan being official for Forbidden Door. So make sure you go give that a listen. It's like 60 seconds or less than that. I don't even know. All right. Follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven. Also, follow the Around the Point Network on Twitter at AT Point Network, where you can see the viral video that everyone's talking about. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Also, here every single day on the Around the Point Network. Steve finally watched the Bears, so I didn't quit the show. That's why you see me here today. So shout out to
crazy,
Steve, and hopefully he continues the show.
You know what's crazy, dude? The main guy on the show, right? The Carmen, right? Like Jeremy Allen White. I didn't know he had a thing with Stifler's mom from American Pie. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yo. Good on him, bro. Good on him. Also, one more thing I want to announce. So today, 9:30 p.m., we are returning with ATP Gaming. Episode number 10, the Big 10 episode. I was hoping on a Saturday, but fuck, we'll do it on a Tuesday. Why not? We'll do it on
We
a
can
Tuesday.
do one on Saturday too.
Yeah,
Why
but this
not?
would be, I guess so. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
do one
I
on
ain't
Saturday.
doing nothing. I can stay up as long as I can tonight, and I can stay up as long as I can Saturday. So.
Well, I can't stay up. I can't stay till the end tonight because, well,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
So make sure again you tune in back on this channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time as we do ATP Gaming. All right. Want to thank you all again for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, for the gang. This has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. We will see you guys later on today for ATP Gaming here on the Around the Point Network.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
World War II, man. That's a good idea.
Will you stop?